Okay, from this second lesson of a number sequence, still in 17.2, at this first we are going to learn on how to find the end term of a linear sequence. The end term of a linear sequence. So after this, the next video we are going to talk about will be the end term of a quadratic and a cubic sequence. So I'll combine two of them together. Let's treat the end term of a linear sequence first. And this is on how to find the end term of a sequence. Okay, I'll use this through example to show on how to find the end term of a sequence. The first says, from the following sequences, A, we have 3, 7, 11, 15, 19, and so on and so forth. We said find I the end term and I the 25th term of the sequence. Okay, we pick them one after the other. The first one, A, and that gives us the sequence is 3, 7, 11, 15, 19, and so forth. Okay, and you have to note that, as we already said, this is the first term, which is T1. This is the second term, which is T2. This is the third term, this fourth term, this fifth term, and so on and so forth. So we are looking for the end term. Now look at this. The difference between consecutive term, from here we look at this, we have 3, we have 7, 11, 15. What do you think we added there? Because it's increasing. So we have 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 4 is 11, plus 4 is 15, plus 4 is 19. You see, that's how it increased, with a common difference of plus 4. So I will have that the common difference here is what? 4, because we are adding 4 to each term to produce the next term, added 4. So the first part of the end term, will now be 4n. This will be the first part of the end term. That will be 4n. Okay, let's look for the second part. Now, since we have obtained the first part of the end term, which is 4n, the second part will now be, I will subtract this 4 common difference from the first term. I'll subtract this from the first term. My first term is 3. I will have 3 minus 4. 3 minus 4, and 3 minus 4 is minus 1. So this gives us 4n minus 1. 4n minus 1 is the end term of this sequence. You want to check? Okay, let's check. Let's check with the third term. Let's use the third term to see if we can obtain 11. The third term is T3. So if I substitute 3 here, 3 times 4 is 12. 12 minus 1 is 11. You see? Okay, let's look for the fourth time. If I substitute 4 here, 4 times 4 is 16. 16 minus 1 is 15. See that? So this is the end term of this sequence. That is for I. Now for II, that says we are looking for the 25th term. The 25th term of the sequence. That means I'm looking for my T25. The 25th term of my sequence from here, and will now be 25. I will have this to be 4 times 25 minus 1, and 4 times 25 minus 1 will give us 4 here is 20, here is 800 minus 1, so that gives us 99. So 99 is the 25th term of this sequence. Final good. Okay, so let's go to the B part. The B part of it, the B, we have sequence 31, 28, 25, 22, 19, and so on. So you can see that this one is decreasing, but the first number remains the first term, whether increasing or decreasing. So this is the first term. This is the first number that comes out, the first term. It follows by this, the second term. This is the third term. This is the fourth term. This is the fifth term. Don't forget, it continues like this. So if we are asked to find the end term of the sequence, for us to find the end term of the sequence, first of all, we are going to look for what is the differences between the consecutive term. So difference between the consecutive term here is we have 31. If I subtract 3 from it, 31 minus 3 will be 28 minus 3, 25 minus 3, 22 minus 3, 19. If I minus 3 also, it will still be be decreasing. So the common difference here I am minusing is minus 3. Now the first part of the end term, will give us minus 3n. Minus 3n. This will be the first part of the end term. Now let's look for the second part. Now for me to look for the second part, I will subtract this from the first term. Subtract the common difference from the first term. That means I'm having 31 minus 3. No, this is minus 3. Don't forget. So 31 minus 3, minus is plus, and that gives us 31 plus 3, which have it to be 34. So this will now gives us minus 3n plus 34, which I can rewrite this. I can rewrite this to be 34 minus 3n. So this is the end term of this sequence. You see that? That's the end term of the sequence. Okay, so if I want to verify my answer, let me look for the fourth term. If I want to look for the fourth term, what I have to do is to substitute my 4 to be n. If I have 3 times 4, which gives me 12, I have 34 minus 12, you have that to be 22. See, the fourth term is 22. So this is on how we can check our result. So the end term is 34 minus 3n. Now the II says find the 25th term. The 25th term of this sequence. Now my 25th term of the sequence is T25, and the end term is 34 minus 3n. So that means I'm having this to be 34 minus 3 times 25. So which gives me 34 minus 3 times 25 is 75. Then 34 minus 75 will be minus 41. So minus 41 is the 25th term of this sequence. You can see that the sequence is decreasing from 31, 28, 25, 22, 19. That's how we decrease till we get to minus sign, and it will still be decreasing. So the 25th term is minus 41. Okay, now the C part of it also says we have 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, and so on. So we are asked to find we are asked to find the end term of the sequence. The end term of this sequence, we look at this sequence, we find out that the difference between consecutive term here is plus 3, because 0 plus 3 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 3 12. That's how it goes, continue like that. So that means that the first part, I will find the common difference. My common difference there is plus 3. So since I find that 3 is common there, the first part of the end term is now 3n. 3n is the first part of the end term. So I will find the second part by saying subtract this common difference from the first term. No matter what, the 0 is still the first term. So this is still my T1. This is my T2, T3, T4, and T5. So I'll subtract the common difference from the first term. So I'll have 0 minus 3, which gives me minus 3. So now we have 3n minus 3. 3n minus 3 is now the end term of this sequence. If you want to check, you can still check. Maybe I want to find the third term. The third term is 3. I have 3 times 3 because my n num is 3. The third term n is 3. 3 times 3, 9. 9 minus 3 is 6. If I want to check for my fifth term is 5. I have 3 times 5 is 15. 15 minus 3 is 12. So that's how it goes. Okay, now the next one is the 25th term. If I'm looking for the 25th term of this sequence, that is, I'm looking for my T25. And for me to find the T25 here, I have to substitute my n to be 25. So we have, this gives me 3 times 25 minus 3. So 3 times 25, it gives us, this is 15, 5, 1, this is 6, 75 minus 3. So this gives us 72. So 72 is the 25th term of the sequence. So this, I will look at it. So the next video, we are going to look on how to find the quadratic and the cubic sequence of a number.